Hello, my friends. I'm going to use the Tarot of Curious Creatures for this reading. And I would like to know about Prince Louis, Catherine and William's youngest son, Prince Louis. And I would like to know whether when he grows up, he's going to be anything like his uncle, Harry. I'm just asking because I know that Prince Louis has that sort of very cheeky energy that Harry used to have. I just want to know whether that cheekiness could develop into something more, whether it would be checked and his behavior will be monitored and carefully, guided so that he doesn't become the kind of character that Harry is. I'm just interested. I think he's a gorgeous little boy, but just like to know whether he has any of that Harry personality, and if he has got any resemblance of that, whether he would develop into that kind of spoilt creature that Harry was allowed to develop into. Let's face it, he was allowed to develop into that. So I wonder what the cards will tell me. I'm not doing a traditional spread on this at all, but I would just like a few cards. Give me an idea of how Prince Louis will develop as he gets older. So let's have some current energy on Prince Louis, please. Some current energy. I think I'm just going to pull from the top, one more pass, and then I'm going to pull from the top and get Prince Louis' current personality, current energy. Right, so currently, Page of Swords in reverse. There's been a lot said about Prince Louis in the press, a lot of it coming from the negative Sussex Squad side of things, a lot written about his rudeness, his inability to sit still. We're talking about a child here, but the press, instigated by, I believe, the Sussex Squad and all that negative side of things, have really picked on this little boy and shown him up to be as out of control, something wrong with him, which there isn't. He's just a cheeky little boy who is full of energy, but they are trying to get the message across in a very cruel way that there is something lacking in William and Catherine's parenting, and that there is something wrong with this little boy. So that's the current energy. And then the Nine of Cups in reverse. Harry was very much a party boy, very much drink, excess, this kind of gluttony, too much drink, too much of this, too much substances, quite a sort of smug individual. In the Rider-Waite pack, this would be a man sitting with his arms folded, looking very smug, looking very Harry-like, with all the cups above him, stuff that he's drunk, stuff that he's partaken in. I've got this upside down. I see this as the opposite. Not really interested in the party life. I think when this little boy gets older, he's not going to be interested in drink, drugs, all that kind of thing. He's going to be quite a homebody, and he's going to be very serious and very caring about his charity work and all those kind of things. He won't be that person. He's not interested, he's not interested in partaking in the high life, which will probably surprise a lot of people, because they would think, oh, you know, he's going to grow up spoilt. He's not at all. He's not at all. And when he comes to having a relationship, he's going to find a relationship that is absolutely the one. He's not going to end up with the situation that Harry has found himself in. So let's just see if I can get another card, an overall reading. So we've got the present energy, that sort of bitter thing coming from the press, which is trying to make this little boy seem as though he has some kind of I don't know, even mental instability, that he's very rude, that he's this, he's that, you know. But that is not the case. In his teenage years, he's going to be very sensible. All those cups, they can all go. He's not interested in over drinking, in partaking in any of that kind of lifestyle. He won't be a smug individual. He'll be a very serious individual. None of that matters to him. And then when he gets older, he will find a relationship that will be the one, and he will find the right woman. So how much of this personality that he will grow into will be down to his parenting? How much of this will be down to Catherine and William's parenting and stamping on any show of, what can we say, smugness, any show of spoiltness? How much will be from their parenting, making sure that this child does not grow to be like his uncle? Let's see if we can get something on William and Kate's parenting. Just Louis I'm interested in, because he is the youngest. Yeah, let's have a look what we've got here. I'll take that one as well. Okay, for the parenting style, we have the Six of Cups in reverse, and we have the Four of Pentacles. If we take the Four of Pentacles first, this is not spoiling. This is holding on to things. This child, and probably the other two as well, but this is, you know, this is all for Louis that I'm doing this. This child won't be spoilt. They will make sure that he has to learn the value of money, possessions, has to learn the value of things, and that you know, things won't just be given. Things have to be earned and treasured. You know, so that kind of it's my right, I'm entitled, that kind of mentality that his uncle has will not ever feature in this little boy's life, because he will be brought up to respect things and treasure them. And then as far as the Six of Cups goes, this is a nostalgia card. And I see this, nostalgia can be a wonderful thing. You know, you can look back and see how wonderful the past was, but equally, you know, it can be a bit of a fairy tale. You can look at it and imagine the past was better than it was. I think this is playing a very strong influence. I believe that probably William in particular will look back on his and Harry's childhood with the Six of Cups in reverse and see all the mistakes that were made in that childhood, and he will not repeat them. This way up, everything is very overly rosy. I believe, you know, it's all, oh, you know, it was always warmer and people were better, and, you know, ice creams were bigger and everything was sweeter, and, you know, everything was better when I was a child. But he's looking back and thinking, no, things were wrong. Decisions were made that were wrong, and I am not going to repeat them. I'm not going to let any of my children be spoiled. They're going to have to learn the value of things, so that, you know, when they mature, they don't think that it's their right. They don't have that smug, overindulgent aspect to their personality. They don't have that they can form relationships that are good and caring and will last, that they don't lack that self-belief, so they end up marrying somebody who's totally improper. And so they will be the kind of parents that will make sure that they step on any behavior that could possibly lead to any of their children becoming dysfunctional, any of their children becoming brats. So this was purely for Prince Louis because he is a cheeky chappy, and Harry was always described as that. But I see this cheek as something different. This is very mild and harmless and fun. This is not dysfunctional. This is not a dysfunctional child, despite what anything from the Sussex Squad and anti-royalty publications might try and get that message across, that this child is in some way misbehaving and bad. All will be well. All will be very, very well, be brought up very balanced, and end up with a very good relationship, because you will not be spoiled, because William has learnt from his own upbringing about what not to do when bringing up children. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Surprising cards, lovely cards, all good. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.